Hello, my name's Anita Farron-Clark. I work freelance as an image consultant in association with Colour Me Beautiful, and today we're going to talk about various trousers. Generally, men's body shapes fall into three different types. The first type is what you call a rectangular build, and this is where the shoulder line and the hip line are in line with each other, and men don't have a clearly defined waist if they fall into this body shape. The second body shape is what you call an inverted triangle, and it's more like an athletic build. So they have a broader shoulder but a slimmer waist, and it's like an inverted triangle, so like an upside down triangle shape. The third shape that men fall into is called the round shape, where they have fullness on their tummy and they tend to carry their weight on their tummy. If you're a rectangle body shape, there's a lot of choice in terms of casual trousers that are good for you. One of the shapes that are good for you are denim. This is a 5-pocket western because it has 5 pockets on it, 3 on the front, 2 on the back. And denim for rectangle body shape is brilliant because you can wear any colour, any weight, and keep the detailing as simple as possible. The second style of trouser that's good for rectangle is a cord. This is a very soft baby cord, so anything like this is a really good trouser for a men's casual rectangle shape. Finally, moleskin, which is slightly heavier in weight, is also good for a casual trouser for a rectangle shape. Also, another body shape is the inverted triangle, where the shoulder line is wider than the hip line. Now, for an inverted triangle, it's quite nice to add some detailing on their trousers, and that can be through the styling details or through the fabric. So this is a plain front trouser, formal trouser, but it's got a pinstripe in it. So this is a nice way of adding some detail for that body shape. Also, formal trousers come in a single pleat and a double pleat. This is a single pleat, and again it just balances out the body shape. Finally, a twin pleat trouser again adds some depth to the waistband and just balances out the body shape. So those are the formal trousers. Moving on to the casual trousers, where I mentioned about having detail, a cargo pant is a really good trouser shape for an inverted triangle because it's got lots of details on the back and also on the thigh area. Also, if you're wearing denim, a slightly heavier weight denim is good, and if it's got contrast stitching like this pair of jeans, it's again a really good way of adding interest in the hip area. And finally, moleskin trousers. These have an interesting fabric which adds a little bit of bulk to the bottom half of the body, and this is great for inverted triangles as well. So there is some overlap between what rectangles and inverted triangles can wear in terms of good trouser shapes. Finally, the third body shape is a round body shape. The key to this body shape is to make sure that the fabric isn't too heavy and the trouser cut isn't too tight. So it's got to be slightly loose and deconstructed. For a formal trouser, I would recommend something with pleats, either a single pleat or a double pleat, because sometimes if you're carrying the weight on your tummy, you can exacerbate that by having a flat front. So a single pleat or a double pleat is really good for the round body shape. Also, in terms of casual trousers, it's important to keep the fabric and the design very simple. So if you're going to wear something like this, which is a cord, make sure the fit is slightly looser and the fabric isn't too heavy, and it's quite soft and it's got a good drape. Finally, if you're going to choose denim, make sure the denim is very light in weight. Denim comes in all sorts of weights, so the lighter it is and the darker it is, the better it is for a round. So for a rectangle shape, it's important to keep the detail around the waist quite simple. For an inverted triangle, they can get away with a bit more detail and design on their trousers. And for round body shapes, it's important to keep the fabric as light as possible and the weight light, but also the fit quite loose and deconstructed.